Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ginn. The Yellow Jackets offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. You got to hold on.
He's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So UMass's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Yeah, these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Runs through the tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to scramble. Running to Green. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the ground with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minutes. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking left. Got his man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. And the returner goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The UMass offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the tailback. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. All wideouts, no backs. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Blair. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. Touchdown, Minutemen! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wicks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays.
Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Solid pickup for 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Minutemen. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes the grab. Fighting off the defender. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the missed connection on third down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. UMass will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, you can tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to.
There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just... You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Southern came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the catch. It's Blair. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds it back in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 25-yard line, it's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Looking to throw. This time it's complete. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Yellow Jackets will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.